Hello everyone, it's me, that Yugioh player. Welcome back to a unique video. Today is, what's today? Thursday, June 18th, and I want to try to do something unique, something different. I'm doing a tier list of all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards that have been banned from the TCG. At the time of recording, again it's June 18th, tomorrow, if not Saturday, we're going to get a OCG ban list, which is going to be pretty interesting. And why not make a video of our TCG ban list of cards that's been banned before? We do have a tier maker right here, and we have our pie chart. Is this card can never come back? Can come back, but shouldn't. Can come back with a errata. Can come back, but not at 3. And of course, can come back at 3. So let's go over some of the cards that I feel like it could come, could not, and so on and so forth. Let's go over both Yugioh and Kelbeck. So these two cards are from the tier 0 of this TCG. So let's give you an example of Yugioh. It's pretty much if they've been sent to the graveyard, their main effects is by this when they sent to the graveyard is to activate the 5 cards on top of your deck. If you know tier 0 status of Yugioh and Kelbeck with the 2 shuffles of Medora and Keldo, which those cards are at 1 at the time being. Yeah, you know why these 2 cards are banned, and they can stay banned forever. They should never come back. It's just too broken. Milling your about 1/4 of your deck if you have each 1 copy. It's kind of insane as itself. Sorry about that. Next we have Protos. So Protos is an interesting card by itself, and it's another unfair card. By banishing 3 of your different attributes from your graveyard, then you select the 1 attribute, and until the end of the next turn, neither players can special summon a monster. It destroys all monsters, so it can't destroy itself. So pretty much you can special summon it, declare dark, and boom. This card has mainly been played with Sword Soul, mainly. Or there's some other decks could play it too, but mainly that's the main deck because you can easily search it with the reinforcement army version of Sword Soul, because if you control a synchro worm, you can search any worm, which is kind of crazy. But that card can also stay banned forever. Next up is Artifact Morogen. Morogen is an interesting card. It's an interesting card for itself. You special summon it, and pretty much you just say, hey, you can't use artifact monsters. So pretty much it's one of those cards is like, hey, you can't special summon except for those cards, and that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. To be honest, they could, like the issue about these, Safe of Versailles, because this pretty much locks you into your extra deck. This one is what I just mentioned. Okay, there's a few others. Gimmick Puppet Nightmare, and I think because the thing is, Edo is still allowed, but not many people play the Edo at all. But the thing is, these cards could come back. Let's just say this: it can come back, but get rid of the problematic card that could bring the cards back. But to be honest, if I had to put them never come back, they could. Or if we can put this one back, we can. Next is the barrier statues. Very explaining. These things cannot come back. They're just too strong as itself. Next is Gofu, the Black Whirlwind. This is during the time of Spiral, during the time when this card was actually kind of insane. This card is very nutty. It's I don't think it was allowed in Master Duel, I don't think, but it just gives you 2 tokens. You special summon it. Pretty much you can make it a length 3 card. That's what the main gimmick of it. Even though people are like, yeah, it's for Blackwing, yeah, let's go, but not really. It's you can't use it as tribute or be used as English material. That's the main idea, but it's really a link fodder. So this card. The thing is, this card could come back as an errata, like make it like you can only use Blackwing synchro monsters. instead of like it could be used as a. This is pretty much a Link fodder. It's pretty much a Link 3 fodder. Next, we have Block Dragon. Block Dragon was insane. I love the card. This was the reason it was banned because of Administrator when it was going crazy. To be honest with this card, I can see coming back. We do have new Administrator support that's coming out in the Joey set. That's not until October for us, but very soon for for OCG. I think it's out. I'm not too sure. But no, it's not even out yet. Never mind. This card, I have very love about this. Give me a second. I'm sorry to get into coughs. I don't know why, but I'm sorry about that. But overall, this card I feel like this card can come back. But I don't think it's going to come back at 3. I think it's going to come back at 1. I think it'll be at 1 at first. And if it's nothing, there's no problems with it, especially at Administrator. Because the thing is, like, it's very good deck when you're able to put Apo or Barone or Borlo Savage. You could put this at 1 if you want to, or you could put this at 3. It just depends how it goes. But I'm going to say put it at 1 for now. Cyberstein, pay 5,000, put a fusion anytime. No, thank you. We don't need to explain this. I remember during the regional, they did an emergency ban list, and they banned Cyberstein, and they banned the Link 1 Super Heavy monster right here, which, again, this can come back to 1 at least. Super Heavy's not really doing much, I don't think. I could be wrong, and if y'all tell me, like, hey, this thing actually problematic, please let me know. Next is Dandelion. Dandelion is an interesting card because when it goes to the graveyard, you get 2 tokens, so it's a Link 2 staple card, like pretty much you can, or Link 2 or plus, pretty much. You just put 2 tokens and link off if it doesn't require like effect monster or anything. This thing can come back, but it has to come back with a Rata. I think it's the same with Gofu. Is this you can't use it as a link. You can't use the tokens as a link material when it's the turn when it's a special summon. I think that'd be a good idea, or just can't use them as a link. I'm not too sure. It's just I don't think it will have a problem if it has a Rata on it. Alright, so next is Jin. Oh, geez. Jin was a crazy card. Another reason was banned because of Necros. Necros format was crazy because when you use it as a material, pretty much you just cannot special summon monsters. This card is insane. Plus, since we're getting a new ritual monster support with the Light and Darkness that's coming out in July, this card can not come back at all. This card can just no at all. Next we do have Eclipse Wyvern. Eclipse Wyvern is a pretty good card to say. It's pretty much when the graveyard banish a level 7 or high or light or dark dragon. And when it's banished from graveyard, you just add you can add the monster to your hand, which is pretty good. Sorry, I just went completely brain dead. It's at 3 at OCG, and it's not really doing anything. And to be honest, I feel like you can put this back at 3. I don't think nothing's going to happen. Dragon Link, they don't really use high level dragons that I can think of. I only played the Red Eyes package for my Dragon Link deck, if you've seen the video on it. But when we get the new set, the Mass Maven set, the Red Eyes package is going to get dropped. And it's just, not too bad in a way. And you can also see it's a little outdated because you do see Fairy Tale Snow. This is the April list, so the only differences you're not going to see on this list is K9 Nore, Rose Whip, and there was like one more card, I forget. Oh geez, it's really failing me apart. If I can think of it, God, what's the name of the card? And there was a Junior Rose Whip and Nor. K9 Nor. That's the only 2 cards I remember on top of my head. I just couldn't think of them in my head. So pretty much since you've seen this one, they came back at 1, which is kind of crazy. Next is Fiber Jar. Fiber Jar is a flip effect monster. It's just pretty much just reset the duel, except for your banish cards. They stay banished. The thing is with this card is, I really want to say it can come back, or but it can come, but it shouldn't. Cause I don't think people will play Empty Jar, but this card is super super crazy. I think it can probably never come back, but I'm gonna put it right here because maybe someday it will come back, but it probably will never happen. Next, what we have is Fishboard Blaster. So this card, I think it was part of the Frog FTK. Is the issue why this card was banned. So again, it's nothing. I don't think it's nothing too crazy, but we are also getting water support. But I could be again wrong because back to the older times of Yu-Gi-Oh, my memory comes blank during this time. So really try and remember of like exact reason of this Fishboard Blaster was banned and why it's not unbanned yet. Believe me, I don't know, but I think it's partly because of the Frog FTK. I could be 100% wrong, but the thing is, I think this card can come back, but it will be at 1. I don't think that many people will play it, but I think this card's actually extremely good for water decks, maybe. I'm not too sure. I'm going to probably get railed in the comments section. Oh, yeah. Phosphodina. Another insane card. It's what's good for stun. It kind of sucks that it got banned, but it makes sense. But while OCG has it at 3, which it's kind of crazy because I guess OCG doesn't really play stun much, but we like to play a lot of stun. To be honest, I think this thing will probably be on the can come back, but probably never. Just let my life become dreaming. So next is Grinder Golem. Grinder Golem is an insane card. If you play, I think it's like Artifact Magician. It was like one of the link monsters that you can bounce a monster on the field back to the hand. And what this thing does, you put 2 tokens on your side, and you put the big giant Grinder Golem on your side. And it's just pretty much another link, just a link fodder with your tokens, which is pretty much insane. This card is really old too. I think it came out in Phantom Darkness. It's banned everywhere, so yeah, it's just one of those. Another thing is, you just make tokens and you use it from links. I think that's where most of the cards are get banned for. Another card probably, again, you just take out the, like, you can't use them as links. You can probably make it errata. You can probably find ways to bring this thing back, I think. Or if this card leaves the field, banish it instead so you can't keep reusing it, or give it a hard once per turn or once per duel. Because we're at the state of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, there's a lot of decks out here that can plus up 1 a lot. Spirit Jalgan, another Floodgate. It's like a little bit of a Floodgate card, but not really. Pretty much just name the player can special summon a monster. You can discard a card and destroy all special summon monsters. Another card can come back, but shouldn't. Like, it's like not. It doesn't really need to come back. It's like not the super strongest out there, but we'll probably put it, probably never come back. Level Eater, another interesting card. This card is like mainly for a it's mainly for like synchros, so it's a very small deck that this thing could play. To be honest, this thing can actually come back to 1. I don't think many people will play it, or no one will be bothered. I could, again, be wrong. But please be, I'm just going to let you know, this is my true opinion. I could be like, yeah, this card can come back, and to be like, no, this card is a terrible idea. Do not bring this thing back. Magical Science is another interesting card. This card should just be on the can come back, but it shouldn't. But I think it's more like, this thing should never come back. This card is super strong, part of the Magical Science FTK. It didn't get banned right away. I don't think it survived a little bit during Magical Science FTK. I don't know when it officially got banned, but this card was super strong. Maxi. The thing is with Maxi is an interesting card I really want to say, because a lot of people say they can 100% come back. A lot of people say it should never come back. And I think because with all the cards we've been getting for like the Mulch Armies, because we have one that draws if you special summon a monster from Banish, one from extra deck, one from hand, or no one from hand deck. Just pretty much everything like this. This game can come to one. Because we have, we have the Mulch Armies and stuff like that. And I know this is going to be much broken because you can use this at any time and you get draws from anywhere that's special summon. While Mulch Army Flawless only special summons from deck or extra deck. I think this thing can go at one. I know everybody's going to play it. I know I sound crazy, but I don't think it'll probably stay at one. Maybe they decide to put it at one. The next format, it'll probably be like, all right, back to being banned. I think that's part of the FTK. This next card, yeah, Mind Master. That's what it is. I just couldn't really look at the card. Mind Master is an interesting card. It's just part of the FTK. That's really back good old days. To be honest, I don't think many people do FTK, so I don't know. PCG players are kind of special. They will do any type of FTK they have to. I think this thing can go back to one. If not, maybe with a errata. I don't know what type of errata we would probably give it to it, but I think this thing can come back for sure. Amaryllis is an interesting card. This thing can probably come back to 3. Not many people are going to do the FTK for this thing because you do need a setup with a lot of other cards to get this thing on the field. So yeah, this thing can come back at 3. Something for Neptune. Neptune can 100% go back at 3 if you ban Nightingale, the Lyris monster, because it can copy any effect on the field. And the thing is with Lyris, Nightingale, it does burn by the level, and I don't know how much damage it does by level, but that's what the main reason why Neptune's banned is because of that reason. If you ban Nightingale, you can put this back at 3 at no problem. But yeah, I'm just gonna put this at 3 because I don't think it deserved to be banned. I know I'm skipping some cards, but I'd like to go clarify some stuff. Victory Dragon is the only monster that actually was illegal. I'm doing quotes that did it. It's the one monster that is, if you tribute the 3 of the same type, attack your opponent's life points to 0, and it goes to 0, you win the match. This is the only card does not have. You're not allowed to use this card in a duel. So I think it was legal during this time, but I was pretty young when this happened. So maybe, or when this card wasn't, I guess, banned, or maybe it was banned right away. This card can 100% come back to 3. Like literally, when your opponent summons this card, you have 2,300 life points to say, "Hey, I scoop. Let's go game 2 or game 3." Literally, this card can come back. I don't think there's no issues with it at all. Next is Rodent Totem. This card was kind of insane. This card got extremely popular during Sprite format. It's just banish a frog from your graveyard and a special summon this card. We have banned while TCG and OCG and Master Duel is playing it at 3, but they probably ban Substitute. Not Substitute. Is it Substitute? Yeah, Substitute. Yeah, the one that causes the FTK. And of course, you see Master Driver. But the thing is, Substitute can come back. I think it can go back at 1. And probably next format, it'll probably because Sprite. It's main because of Sprite. That's the main reason. It can come back to 1. Then maybe next format, next list, it'll come back to 3. I can see this being at 1. Master Plan. Okay, Master Plan was extremely good during Spiral format. This was tier 0 during the time when this card came out with Double Helix. To be honest, in my opinion, and I'm being biased here because this is one of my favorite cards, and I love the deck a lot. This card does add, like, if you get this thing on the field to the graveyard, it adds you 2 things because you have your Spiral Monster and then Spiral Resort Trap card. And if you get, or no, yeah, Resort is, yeah. So, sorry, I was just trying to think of, I was like, wait, what? I was trying to think of something. I was like, wait, no, this side does that. No. But no, it's like, it gives you a mission, which once per turn, soft once per turn on that one. But if you get this thing in the graveyard, you can get your resort and you can get a monster. So again, +2 or +1 on there, super good. To be honest, I don't think Spirals will do much if it does come back. I know it's a very good plus if you can get it off. I think this thing can come back for sure. This thing can go to 1 easily, and I don't think no one will play the deck. Maybe there'll be people who will be very happy they'll play the deck, but I don't think it's gonna be a problematic card if it does come back. Next is Norden. Norden was pretty much bring out a rank 4 Xyz, and during the Xyz format, I remember there was a lot of crazy stuff you could do with Norden. Norden's crack. People don't want to see this card ever. This card got emergency ban list on this thing during the time. I remember that faintly, and I never played Norden in my life, but yeah, this card is insane. This thing can never come back. Okay, so this one is also interesting. This fusion. This is also the Neptune FTK style, but it's for a fusion. It is, if I can look at the list. I wish I knew the name of the card. Yeah, I'm just doing this off the rip. I'm sorry, guys. There's Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom. It's just a copy of cards, the original name of, and replaces effect. Again, this thing can come back. Just if you want to put it at 3, I'm going to put this right here because, well, I'm going to put this probably at 1 at most because this is it can be a good Pendulum Fusion monster. While Neptune can be a brick, while this one goes to the extra deck. This will be a much better card, but again, if you ban Nightingale, you can just put this thing at 3 easily. Next is Tiamat Kikalos. This thing can stay in the same spot as this. It's just mill 5. Or add any Tiamat when it's special summon. Like, come on, dude, really? This card's insane. I played Tears, but I never got a chance to play Isuzu Tears because I was busy with college. So I pretty much escaped that life, but yeah. Appaloosa, Almond the Gate can never come back. It's a staple on link 4. If you can get to the link 4, you pretty much can get 2, 3, or 4 counters on that thing, and once per chain, just negate the monster effect. It's pretty strong. Christian Halkifagabax or Needle Fiber. This thing can come back with errata. Just make it that the tuner monster can't be used as a synchro material with a special summon. Of course, you can link it off. You can do other stuff to it. I did that with Plague Zombie with Christian with Adamantipator. You can 100% errata it, like make sure like the tuner can't do something or use it as a synchro material or link material or something like that. To be honest, this thing could go back at 1, and I know it'll be kind of insane putting it at 1, but I think maybe errata it or probably it can come back, but it shouldn't. Oh, this one. This is the Light Swarm Link 3 monster, Curious. Curious is... I can't remember exactly why it got banned. I think it was part of the emergency ban list for hitting some tier stuff, but not fully hitting tier. Like, it hit, like, Orange Light to 1. I think they banned this card. This card is another, like, mill card. And I guess it's because maybe you can send a card from the deck to the graveyard. Please let me know why it was this ban. I think it's because of the tiers, because, again, it's another Link 3 monster that can mill. I think that's the main reason. So, yeah. For this, I think this card was banned before Kikalos was banned, so technically this thing could come back at 1. Like, put it at 1, or make it, like, errata it, and make it that you need a Light Swarm monster. If you put a Light Swarm, including a Light Swarm monster, you'd be fine. But since it's just 3 monsters with the same attribute, but different types, put including Light Monster, or Light Swarm monster, I think we'd be fine. Agripain is pretty much a cheats out you from your extra deck. This thing can maybe some people will want this card back, but shouldn't come back. I'll probably on that part. Pisty is just a special summon a dragon from your deck cheating way. This thing could come back at 1 in my opinion. Because we're at the format that everybody special summons from the deck and stuff like that. I know this Pisty is super strong. You can special summon from your deck, dragon from your deck. And I'm being a little bit biased because of my Dragon Link deck. But I feel like Pisty could come back, unlike Agripain. Agripain is more like crazy. Next is Metaphone's Electromite. This thing, I thought this thing is going to come back every time, but it has not for some reason. Even with new Pendulum support, I guess it didn't need it because of the newer Pendulum Link 2 monsters are pretty good. I mean, while OCG is at 1, Master Duel is at 3. This thing's at 3 in Master Duel. Holy crap, I did not know that. To be honest, this thing could come back at 1. Try it at 1, see how it goes. If it goes terribly wrong, put it back in the ban. If it doesn't care, just put it back at 3. It's just, I know it's a bonus. Like you can pop one of your Pendulum cards. You can draw a card. It's a good card. Don't get me wrong. It's just I haven't really got more into the Link era as much because that's when I was taking a break from Yu-Gi-Oh. So I missed during the Pepe format and stuff like that. And I feel like this card was extremely good during that time. I could be also another thing I could be wrong about it because it could have been banned already. Next is Izel. Izel was another card that got banned during the Infernal shenanigans. This card, to be honest, could come back. I don't think there should be any problems with us having it. I know we were abusing the crap out of it during this time. Because you can see here, this is what, TCG? Because of, it's Makonko, huh? So Makonko was using it a lot, and I think it's because of the Snake Eyes part of it too. And there's Infernal. And I think it's because of Rescue Ace too. Not too sure. But to be honest, this thing can come back. Just put it at 1. I think it'll be fine. I don't think it'll be too terrible. But I could be wrong. Nightmare Griffin, pretty much it's a floodgate monster. You can set your deck devastation virus. This card should not come back, to be honest. I know OCG and Master Duel have it at 3 at most, but this deck is insane. It helped out a lot with Malice, and you can kind of see it here on the little pie chart. But to be honest, I hated this card a lot. I can kind of see it coming back, but it shouldn't. But I'm gonna say it will never come back. The Nightmare stuff. Nightmare, this is Mermaid, and we had Nightmare Goblin. These two cards were, I'm not to remember it, but I remember they're really good. Let's get them out. So we have Nightmare Mermaid. It's just pretty much you just link into your Goblin, then you make Nightmare Mermaid, which is when it's linked someone you can discard special summon a Nightmare monster from your deck. Then if it's code link, you can draw 1 card. I can't really know with the Nightmare stuff that much. Here's Goblin right here. I think it's because of Goki. That's the reason why it was going crazy, because Goki was a decent deck, and when they had the Nightmare stuff that came out, Goki went to insane because you get an extra normal summon. I remember seeing that. I think that's why it was super good. To be honest, I think we're not going to see Unicorn, this one, Mermaid back, but I feel like we can get Goblin back as a 1. And I know that sounds stupidly crazy, but I think this is how it's going to work. It's going to be either you bring this one back or you bring this one. It's just either or. So we're going to put it like that. Next is this Link 1 monster. It is the reason is because of Malice. It just extends. That's the main reason. And to be honest, with more hits of Malice, I know Malice is still a deck is still played. It's not dead. I don't know how the hell it's not dead. It's us TCG players who are luckily we can play the deck. Here's the Malice White Binder. White Binder just can't come back when it shouldn't. And this one's going to definitely go back. Can't come back and shouldn't. Because this is part of the era with a lot of monsters can just do Link 1 summons and just do a full combo. It's not right. Link Cross. Link Cross is a devastating card. This one's also another token producing card too, which you keep building up, which I think is a Link 1 of all things. Let me see if I can find it from here. Man, I can't find it on this side. Again, I'm very sorry. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's a Link 1 monster, which you use your Link 2 card, and you just special summon a token up to the Link materials of this Link card. So pretty much it's like, if you use your Link 2, you get 2 tokens with this card. So pretty much it's a crazy card. This card should never come. This card's never going to come back. It's a lot of people hated this card, and I understand why. Next we have Mecha Famous Beast Auroradon. Wow, there's no listings on here. Can't really exact. It's just another token producing deck, and if you use Despot 001, you can just boot. You could go up a lot with this deck, or the one I think it's one of the Mecha Famous Beast monsters. You can also use with this. They don't really tribute the tokens that much at all. They just use it for synchro play with Despot 001. That's the main reason why this card's banned. This card can come back, but it shouldn't, to be honest. I think if you ban, let's say, if you for some reason ban Despot 001, this thing can actually come back. Maybe with a errata, make it like you can only use Phantom Beast cards to synchro Xyz, but to be honest, we're not going to see this card. Oh, yeah, this thing. The card that was based for Underworld Goddess, Moon of the Closed Heavens, to be honest, this card's never coming back. It's this card's just being for Fiendsmith. This thing was originally, I think that this card's supposed to be a 10 for Underworld Goddess. But people are like, oh, wait a minute, light theme? Requiem? So this card's not going to come back. Prank Kids Meow Meow Mew. Oh my god, I was so sad when this card got banned when I was playing Animance Parade or Prank Kids. To be honest, this thing can definitely come back at 1. I don't think people will play Prank Kids. Maybe it will. I wish this card would come back. This card should be at 1. I know it's a Link 1, it's crazy. I just don't think many people played this deck, but I could be 100% wrong and say like, nope, this card's crazy, don't do it. To be honest, I think it can go back at 1. Verte Anaconda, yeah, we're gonna keep it right there. Now, I'm sorry, guys. Verte's just pay 2,000 life points and dump a fusion card out. It's just pretty much this in the days when people used Dragoon and DPE. This card, this one was interesting. This card was played with Flu, and it's just helping you get to your wind barrier statue. That's the reason why it was banned, because you special summon the wind barrier statue, and you're just like, you're goated. To be honest, this thing since this thing is banned, I can see this coming back to 1. I know that sounds insane. I know I'm repeating myself. I'm very sorry, but I feel like this card can come back to 3 because since the wind barrier, if there's another reason why this thing, but I know this was played with. What was that deck? Tri Brigade. This was played with Tri Brigade. I believe that's when they played with Wind statue. I know if blue can use their extra deck, this would definitely be used there too. It's just this card is it's pretty good for sure because it does protect your wind monsters. Where the arrows are getting pointed at. If I was right, let me see if I can find it on the little database. Right here. Oh shoot, sorry about that. But it could be targeted with card effects with wind bases that the cards are point to. So it's just pretty much because of the wind statue is the reason, and gets protected with targeting effects. So yeah, Splash Mage is because of Malice. We're just gonna put this right here. It can come back, but it shouldn't. Splash Mage is the reason it got banned because of Malice. Splight Elf. Oh my god, this card was super insane. So this card was mainly supposed to be for Sprite players, but TRM can play it. And this card is the most staplest of all staple cards. All you just need requirements like a level 2 monster. Yeah, 2 monsters, including a level 2, rank 2, or link 2. So this card is never coming back. I don't know why Konami would I understand why they made this card because it was mainly supposed to be for Sprite. For Sprite itself, the deck itself for Sprite. They did not expect it to be a Link 2 staple card. If you can manage to use a level 2, Link 2, or rank 2, which is kind of easy for this modern day. Gumblar Dragon. This thing was banned because of the stupid hand loop, and then with hand loops, they should never come back. This card is not a fun card at all. Union Driver was there because of the Buster Lock. That's the main reason. And this card's gotten also insane because you can do any card. You can make it equipped to it. And I think there's other stuff if it's equipped to it. It's Dawn Star, I think it was. I forgot the name of the monster. Like the Noble. I think it was like the Noble Arms monster. I can't remember. But this one also. This thing can not come back. This card is insane. Alright, here comes the Synchros. Well, we're going to say one thing. This thing should never come back. Really, not allowed to play Yu-Gi-Oh! At all. It's kind of crazy. Not really fair. Plus, it was easy to summon it during when I was playing White Forest, and also, oh god, what's that deck's called? Shoot. Give me 1 second. That's just. Oh my gosh, I am failing at the name of the card. Oh gosh, what's the name of it? Centurion, that's what it is, Centurion. Centurion plays it too because you use Crimson Dragon and you target the 1 or level 12 monsters because they can synchro summon the level 12s or 10s, and you bring out that guy. So that's what it is. I couldn't remember the top of my head. I am super sorry. My brain is dead. But on the floor, this card's kind of cracked. This thing, I know people really want this card to come back, but it shouldn't. I don't think it should not come back. Chaos Lure Dragon is another mill 5, but you select a light or dark and you add it to your hand while the rest goes to the graveyard. It's probably because of tiers. Anything that makes you mill it's just too broken, to be honest, because some cards, there's a lot of decks out there and synergize from cards being in the graveyard, and that's one of them. So yeah, that card never gonna come back. Bro Savage. This card, to be honest, in my opinion, should come back with a errata. And the reason I say this because make it that it needs to be a rocket tuner with a rocket monster, and make it that you need a rocket link, a dark dragon link monster as to have its counters for negates. If you do one of those three, I think this thing can easily come back at 1. Like this thing should come back. Like, I miss this card a lot. It's just been heavily abused because of Snake Eyes. This thing is at 3 in OCG. We just have it banned because Snake Eyes played this ever crap out of it. Same thing with Barone and Appaloosa, but I think TCG also doesn't want to deal with Omni-Negates cards, while OCG doesn't want to deal with burn cards, which we're probably going to see a few cards that does burn get banned, or cause the burn to ban with FTKs and stuff like that. Herald of Arc Light. This card got banned because of the Yummy, and to be honest, because you can put like multiple Heralds of Arc Lights. At first, it got to 1. Then the previous list, I think the April list, that's when it got banned. To be honest, the thing can come back whenever, because they hit Yummy once again. I don't know why. It's whatever. But to be honest, I feel like if Yummy gets hit again, to the point that Yummy is not really playable, Herald Arclight can easily come back. Tempest Magician was part of the FTK. I think it's like a counter spell counter FTK. This thing can come back. I don't think no one's going to do spell counter FTK. Abyss Dweller, another card that says no to graveyard effects. I think it's banned, it's banned everywhere. This card is kind of actually nasty. This thing is like a generic level rank 4 monster that says no graveyard stuff. So pretty much if you have a graveyard deck and you do all your combo stuff, put this thing on there, say no. Abyss, this thing. This is Bahama Shark. Pretty much a Chichiao rank 3 or lower Xyz monster. To be honest, this thing can come back. I don't think it'll. I know it's crazy because it is a. What is it? I think it's a 2 level 4 water monster. It would be a strong thing boost for water monsters. And the thing is, this Bahamut Shark can 100% come back if you ban Totally Awesome, which is a Omni-Negate Link 2 monster. That's because that's what they use it. Link 2, I meant Ring 2. That's the reason they use it for, because you put this thing out, detach 2, and bring out Totally Awesome. And to be honest, Totally Awesome, if that gets banned, you can probably bring this back. I don't think no one will have an issue with this card at all. Beatrice was also because it was banned because of tier elements, because they had the Cassioteira tier element monster, and they also had Cassioteras. Because the tier element monster, because you mill 3 or 2 cards, and you can bring it out this one, and Foolish Burial another card. I think it's Beatrice. It's banned everywhere too. This thing is. I think because since Cassioteira is at pretty much full power without a Raise Heart, and plus this is a generic card if you don't use the Fallen Abbas, because if you have Dante you can put this on top of this, but it's just a card that can come back one day, but it probably won't, or it'll probably be errata that you can only send a Burning Abyss monster, or it has to be a Burning Abyss card. That'd be a more idea way if they want to bring this back. I think it'll probably stay right there. This card I have 0 information about. I think it's Ouroboros. Let me see. There it is. Oh, no, it's Evil Sword. Yeah, Evil Sword Ouroboros. So I was right about this. So this one's been played. This one's been played with Mitsu. Okay, that makes sense. So pretty much it's a rank 3 monster. It's a generic rank 3 monster. Target 1 your cards. Opponent's card return to the hand. Send 1 random card from opponent to graveyard and target 1. Okay, so this is pretty much a hand rip, which is a soft once per turn. So you can during Mitsu too. Okay, I see why it's been banned. Yeah, this card's not really fair. If you can rip out cards soft once per turn, the easiest way, yeah, this thing could never come back. I didn't think about that. Probably during that time, that's probably when I was in college, so I couldn't really keep up with the meta much. So there's some cards that we have to read it, and I'm like, oh, okay, I know why. Yeah, generic rank 4 monster, then need a Evo Swarm monster to rip a card. That's kind of insane. Casheteer Rise Hearts is a walking macrocosmo. To be honest, people have been at one of this card. I can see people want this card to come back, but it's not going to come back. It's a strong card. I feel like it could come back. To be honest, I've been saying I think that Rise Heart's going to come back, but of course, it's still banned, thankfully, and I think it's banned everywhere else. Let me check, actually. There it is. Yeah, it's at 3 at Master Duel, and it's at 3 in OCG land. So, yeah, and plus the thing is, the reason it's at 3 in OCG because the Casheteer hits are different than TCG. TCG, they have a full max except for a Rise Heart Wall. OCG, I can't really exactly remember, but I remember they hit a few things. But I don't think nothing's banned, but there's a few things been hit. Alright, so this thing, I remember you. You're a reptile searcher imp. This thing can... I think whenever Habikiri gets banned, this thing can come back. While Mitsu is still doing Mitsu things, this card's not going to come back. So I'm going to say this. Let's say the next ban list comes out and Habikiri gets banned. This card can come back at 1. Then after that, it's going to come back at 3 next list. Because that's how we do it at TCG. It's like they'll first be banned, they'll go to the 1, they'll go to 2, then they'll go to 3. Sometimes they'll go to 1, then 3. But yeah, I think this thing can come back at 1 if Habikiri gets banned. But as right now, it's going to stay right here because Habikiri is still out. Alright, and Mitsu's still playable. Lavavo Chain. Oh, this is like another send 1 card from your deck to your graveyard. It's a generic rank 4 monster. This thing is, again, this is much easier to bring out versus Beatrice because Beatrice is 2 level 7s or, Dante on top of it. While this one's just 2 level 4 monsters. Yeah, that thing can, no. That can stay banned. That card's, no. Next is MX Saber Invoker. This card, I thought this card was going to come back with the structure decks that had Mitsu, X Sabers, and Sky Strikers. To be honest, this card should have came back. Where is this at? Yeah, so this is a detach 1, special summon a Earth Warrior or Beast Warrior monster deck position by destroying the end phase. This card can 100% come back. It should have came back a while ago. It should have came back when the structure decks came out. I think, even though it's not, it's a rank. If you play level 3 monsters, of course, it's a staple level 3 because you just need 2 level 3s. But I don't think it'll do anything. I don't think so. But whatever. I might be punished later on and say, no, you're an idiot. This thing can come back. Alright, Shockmaster. This card I remember. This card is a pain in the ass to play against. This card pretty much locks you down in one of the 3 card types of monster spells and traps that you can't use their effects. So pretty much, it's mainly put Shockmaster, declare monster, can't use monster effects. That's the main reason why people use it. It just stops you from playing the game, and this thing can just stay banned because it's generic too. It's just 3 level 4 monsters. That's all you need, which is kind of a little bit steep. But today's meta, you can easily get 3 level 4 monsters on the field. Put Shockmaster, declare monsters, and say, hey, good luck. Tomahawk Stingray. Oh god, this card is also a token abuser card, but it's more nasty because this card brings out. This is weird because it's not banned in TCG, but it's at 3 in Master Duel and OCG. So pretty much you bring out as many level 6 monsters, token monsters, but your opponent takes no damage. So you can't burn or do anything. And the thing is, I think it was a rank 7. It was another rank 7 monster. It's a token abuser too. The thing is, for me, I don't like token abusing monsters, and this is a soft once per turn, by the way. So if you can somehow get another one out on the field, I'm saying somehow, not saying all the way, you can definitely go crazy. And the thing is, you put it on the extra monster zone, detach 2, and put 5 of them on the main monster zone, and do whatever you need to do with the tokens, including its rank monster. So you're not even locked to anything. You just pretty much just, hey man, you get to do your things. Now do more. This card's never going to come back for us. I know OCG and TCG has it at 3. Not Master Duel. Sorry, Master Duel and OCG has it at 3 because it's the best at 1. Maybe that's because of main reason factor. I don't think people even play this card, to be honest. I could be wrong. I don't really keep up with OCG as I used to during the college years. Because I like to watch the OCG duels and stuff like that, but this card probably won't come back for us. Dice Smasher. This is also a banned card. It's a non-fun card. You just don't play the game. It was used for K9 Vanquish Soul with the new Holly Sue. 2 broken a card. Shouldn't even exist. Next is number 86. Another card is Unfair, and the thing is, it's a rank 2 for level 4 monster. 2 or 4 it's a rank 4 monster for warriors. And up to the number you have, that's what you can get. And there's ways to cheat this thing out to put 5 materials on there, because once per turn you can destroy all your cards your opponent controls. If you have 4, your opponent cannot ignore special summon, unaffected with 3, gains 1500 attack and defense with 2, and 1 is can't be destroyed by battle. It does have the detach at your opponent's end phase. That's also an issue too. So pretty much if you have 4 on the field, it's pretty much it's like, nope, you can't. This card, there is ways to cheat this thing out to put the 5 materials, even you don't need warriors on there, so this thing can just stay no. Oh god, Diablos. Oh god, the Mind Hacker. I hate this card so much, and I played this during Cafeteria. It's at 3 for OCG, which is kind of insane. Pretty much you look at your opponent's extra deck, banish 1 card face down. And whenever a card gets banished, you banish up to the normal equal face down cards your opponent. You have face down. Pretty much would say you use a Rice. Well, you use Rice Heart, the main monster. Banish a Cafeteria, make your opponent banish 3 cards face down. You can do way more than 3. I'm just gonna say that. Then just do your regular plays, and you put out Mind Hacker, banish an extra deck or rip an extra deck off of your opponent, so they have 4. Then use effect to banish another 4 on top. So because they'll have the 3 banished because Rice Heart, the 1 rip from Diablo, the Mind Hacker, and then But yeah, no, this card, I don't like this card at all. This card can stay banned. Galaxy number 95, Galaxy Eyes Dark Manor Dragon. This is an interesting card. You do need level 9s. You can just transfer with a Galaxy Eyes XYZ monster. This thing is actually banned everywhere. Sending 3 dragons with different names to deck and graveyard is kind of insane, and your opponent banish 3 monsters from their deck. This is a very insane monster. If you get, since we have some Galaxy Eyes are easy staple. Not staple, but generic, because they're mostly going to be rank 8s, but there is a few that are rank 4. There is a rank 4 Galaxy Eyes monster, come think of it. This card is insane. Banishing 3 monsters for your opponent by sending 3 dragons is just too broken as a card as itself. This thing will never see the light of day. Zexal, okay. Zexal is also another card. It's just you just can't play the game. That's what it is. Just can't play the game. Literally quick effect on your opponent's turn. By the way, You just detach it, exceeds material, and your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated this turn. How broken is that? Like, holy crap. Just keep that card away from the game. Next is, Outer Entity, as a thought. Another insane card. It can't... It's just another card that you use for the Phantom Knight's quick spell, the rank up Magic Force. I think it's like, I forgot. Is it rank up? Is that? Sorry, I'm still like not feeling well. Alright, I'm still feeling alright, but every time I cough. Oh my gosh. So with this as a thought, it's pretty much used. I think it's the Phantom Knight's rank up card, and you use it on your other Outer Entity monster, or if not, you use it on your rank 3. The rank 3 Phantom Knight's monster. I forgot it. Rusty Barrage. No, it's not Rusty Barrage. Damn, it's gonna get me. It's for what's the name of the card? Break Sword. That's what the name of it. God, it's for Break Sword. Put it on this thing. Pretty much your opponent can't play. This one actually takes a little bit to set up, but I think it's still never going to come back. I think one of those cards like to say, "Hey, you're not allowed to play." You should not even be able to bring it back. Speaking of which, Megamorph is at 1, so we're just going to put this at 1. Forgot to add there. Premature Burial is at 1. I'm just looking at the cards, making sure there's none of these cards are like already been banned, just already, back. This one. This card is crazy. I think it's True King of All Calamities. Yeah, True King of all Calamities. It's just another card that's like, hey, you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh. It's just another card like you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh, but you gotta play certain cards or a certain deck to play it. Gene Raider played it. I played it with Gene Raider, which is kind of like not fair, but still, it's a nasty card. Wind-ups and Medis. This card, to be honest, this card can come back. This card would be at 3. I don't think people are going to do wind-up loops. What you use Hunter with this, and you just rip a card out every time. I think these are like soft ones per turn. Yeah, it's a soft ones per turn. I think you can return them back to your extra deck to it or something like that. I think you can re-synergize with it. I'm not too sure. I think you could probably easily do it with today's meta. But to be honest, this thing can come back. I don't think not many people will probably play Wind-Up Loop. Or why the hell you'd be playing Wind-Up Loop? Zodiac, oh god, Broad Bull. This card's at 1 in Master Duel. You put this thing at 1 in Master Duel is the biggest mistake in the world. Broad Bull is... I hate this. I don't like Zodiac, to be honest. And since Dryden's back, I think Barrage is at 1, if not at 3 in TCG, to be honest. I kind of can't remember off the top of my head. I'm not going to look it up because I don't really care about Zodiac. This is another card probably will... To be honest, it could probably come back with OCG, to be honest. This card is probably... A lot of people want this card back, so I'm going to probably put this in here. To be honest, I really want to put it right here, but I think it go right here, to be honest. That card is so crazily cracked. It's kind of insane. I've been seeing people making combos on it on TCG... Not TCG. On Dueling Book. It's like, what happened if Broad Bull come back to that 1 with today's cards we have? And I was like, oh god, yeah, don't bring us back, please. So I'm gonna send it to the Konami at TCG and say, yeah, don't let them do this. Don't do this, please. Butterfly Dagger Emma. This thing can come back at 3. The reason it was banned because of Exodia FTK. You summon out Gear Free. You gotta have Magical Royal Library. And you keep equipping the Butterfly Dagger to Gear Free because if you equip it with an Equip spell, destroys Equip spell. Who the hell is going to set up that. It takes so much to set it up. Back in the old days, yes, of course, that's crazy FTK. But today's day society, this thing can come back. There's no problem. Ooh, card of Safe Return. This thing can never come back. I don't know why Konami made this card. And the anime is draw 3 cards, by the way. This one's just draw 1, thankfully. This card should never come back. This card should never been invented. This is one like the power creep of the most broken cards in the world. There's actually one card I think is the most broken card in the whole world. Which actually, we're going to go over it right now. Painful choice. Pick 5. Your opponent picks 1. Rest goes in the graveyard. This thing can also stay there. Let's go over another couple of cards that I think it'd be kind of insane and they should never come. Graceful Cherry. Draw 3. Discard 2. Again, a lot of decks synergize graveyard effects, so that's also another thing. Pot of Greed, yeah. Soul Charge, yeah. And any of the hand knowledge too, like easily get hand knowledge, like this, what's this called? Confiscation and Forceful Sentry. Other cards are like, yeah, no, these are too broken. Appointer is an interesting trap card that you pay 2,000, you reveal 1 card in your hand, and you banish the card, and your opponent gets the card back. This could be right here. But we don't need I don't want to put it right here. Well, this actually can go right here because with the new rules that you can't win by life point lead during time because it'll be a double game loss. This doesn't really matter with life points now because like literally this is pretty much a pay 2,000, rip a card, let's say the time of the end of the match, and since we don't do life point leads or who won game 1 or game 2 and stuff like that, this thing will never come back. That can go same for Delinquent Duo. Rip 2 cards randomly, or once randomly your opponent picks. Still busted. It's kind of crazy that this card survived a really long time, longer time than these two, which is insane. And of course, longer than this, but that's one thing. Let me think. Set the sharp button would probably never come back to because ties should never happen, and that's an ultimate tie move. Trap Dust Shoot. This thing can probably come at 3. It's just a generic trap card that you have to set, and your opponent needs to control 4 more cards. So it's a good going second card, but it's just I know if there's a way to do hand knowledge, it's the best way, but I feel like Trap Dust Shoot is probably easily the worst one. Because it has to be a monster card to rip a card out of your opponent's hand to shuffle. Because if they don't have monster, you just see the hand knowledge and that's it. But this is not good enough. Return of the different dimension and what's this called? Diffusion? Not diffusion. I wish I knew these cards on the top of my head. Dimension Fusion, that's what it is. These cards should never been invented in the first place. These cards are insane. This one's more insane, the trap card, because you can reborn your banished cards while this one's both players, but this one destroys all your monsters at the end phase, this one doesn't. But they're still broken. That doesn't change the fact why they should never be banned or be unbanned. 6 cent. 5 or 6 or mill 4 or 1 to 4. I don't know why Konami made this card. This card came out in Joey's Lost World. This card actually immediately went to 1. Like, very immediately. And this card was played in 1 format, and that's Dragon Wars of all things. And you know how that went. Because I think Dragon Wars was, what, full power? Or the adults were illegal, but the babies were banned. Or I think I know the adult dragons were at 3, and the babies were banned. Then they had to flip it, and I think 6 cents was there during that time, which great times. Heavy Storm, it's back at 1 for OCG, and I think it's back at Master Duel? Yeah, it's 1 at Master Duel, too. To be honest, TCG should at least have this thing back at 1. See how it goes. Test the boats. They need to test the boats and stuff like that. Trident Shrunade, it's another card that could come back, but probably never. It's a much better. It's much better than Heavy Storm, to be honest, because Heavy Storm destroys spells and traps, this one bounce spells and traps. So if you have like spells and traps that let you benefit on extra adding and stuff like that on the activation, you just take Giant Trunade it, bring the cards back, reactivate it, and stuff like that. Sorry, I know people probably want. You know what? No, this is probably another card that will probably never come back. Me re-saying these words after regretting me saying this stuff. Next is Cold Wave. Cold Wave is another insane card that you just activate and no one can set or activate spells and traps for its turn. This card is not going to come back. It's never going to come back. It's a super strong spell card. You do have to activate like at the beginning of your main phase because you technically can't set your cards to set up and activate Cold Wave. Yeah, it's just not a fun card at all. Last Will, another most broken, jankiest card in the world. Is if your monster goes to the graveyard at any point, special summon a 1500 monster or less. Yeah, no, that's too insane. Kaiser Constantine was only good for some turn decks. Like Guru was the main culprit, I believe, if I was right. And I think was it allowed in Goki? I think it was allowed in Goki, but I'm not too sure. That's the main reason why it was banned. To be honest, this thing. I think this could be one of those cards be like, hey, you can come back, but it never will. Nash Driver is another, it's a stupid FTK. This thing can come back to 3s. Rodent Toad is banned. That's the main gimmick of it, because you use Substitute, Tribute a Frog, Special Summon. You just keep on tripping your frogs until you get to Rodent Toad. And you just banish all your frogs, Special Rodent Toad, and tribute it with Mass Driver. That's the main reason. Mass Driver can go back at 3. Rodent Toad is banned. And yeah. Mirage of Nightmares, just draw 4, and at the start of your standby phase, you gotta discard randomly up to the number of cards you drew into, but if you have a card that removes the spell, you get to keep the 4, because I don't know why in the world that lets you keep the cards. It should still let you discard, so nope. This card will never come back. Mystic Mind, you know what Mystic Mind does. Just don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Original Seppo Spoil, which is bad because they just want to kill Snake Eyes. I didn't like Snake Eyes either. That's another deck I didn't really fond upon, because that deck was so consistent. It's 3 in OCG and 1 at Master Duel. To be honest, I feel like this card can come back at 1. I don't think people will play Snake Eyes, and I don't think it will be. It's gonna be crazy because original Snake. Original Snake. It's a one-of card, so not many people play at 3 or 2. But I think this thing can come back at 1. I think we're going to see more Snake Eye players come back, but I don't think it'll be as consistent as it was during the Snake Eyes format. Next we have Smoke Grenade, another weird card that was Infernoble that used it recently for the reason why it's banned. This was at 3 and went down to 0 real fast, because you can if you have the right hand and stuff like that, you can get your hand ripped like 2 or 3 times. It happened to me into a regional that my hand got ripped like 3 times, and not 2 times. I can't really remember. Smoke Grenade can probably. It's another card that you just get hand knowledge and you just get to rip a card out. And I just don't like when people get the hand knowledge and rip cards. That's why I don't like Rotary. Rotary does the exact same thing what Noir does, unless you add, which is kind of not fair in my opinion. So I hope Rotary gets banned next ban list. But yeah, Branded Explosion. So pretty much you just target 2 monsters in your graveyard. special summon one your side and one your opponent's side. This is what you use to special summon the Gimmick Puppet of Nightmares or Scythe, and I guess in this one too. Well, actually, not many people didn't really play this one because this one needs to require Earth. But to be honest, this thing can come back if you ban all the cards that says you're not allowed to. You can only special summon this card. I don't think it'll have an issue. Plus, you have Sanctifier Dragon that can do the exact same damn thing, which makes no goddamn sense. But to be honest, this thing can go back at 1. I don't think there's not many cards out there that locks you into plays when it's been special summon. I could be wrong, but whatever. Deep Prison. Deep Prison was an insane trap card. It's one of my favorite trap cards because it stops a lot of stuff, but it makes sense. It stops like one out of third of someone's deck as Xyz, fusions, or synchros. I can understand why this card would be banned. I don't think it'll come back too because it's an unfair card. Featherstorm is, to be honest, Featherstorm can come back with a Rata. Just make it that it's a Harpies card. Just say, well, you have a Harpy. The only text message is if you have a Harpies in your hand or have your lady on the field, you can activate this in your hand. It's at 1 at OCG, by the way. It should be like while you control a Harpies card on the field, and if this card gets destroyed, you can add a Harpies Feather Duster for the deck or graveyard to your hand, which is kind of funny. But no, to be honest, this kind of card can come back. Just make it like while you control a Harpy lady to activate it, not including the hand, just activating the trap card in general. Because activating this in your hand is kind of insane. Imperial Order, don't activate spell cards, never coming back, because you can go full combo, then set this trap card, and when your opponent plays a spell card, you flip it, you're going to make them sad. Last turn, another card would never come back. There's just too many gimmicks, there's too many rulings in last turn. It's, one person played in Genesis, and had so many damn issues over this card. It's just too many rulings. Like, I think this card been altered or edited or added. I think I got read once. I'm not too sure. It's just this card it's never coming back. It's one of those old school Yu-Gi-Oh cards like at Prince right now, like when it first came out, like it's not a bad trap card, to like what's going on today standards. Yeah, no, this thing has never come back. Red Reboot. To be honest, this trap card is insane. It's just makes your opponent does not let you activate traps, but you do get a set of trap. But if they have a way to blow up your back row, you'd be doomed. And it's another trap card you can activate from the hand by paying half your life points. To be honest, this trap card should come back. And it's just another thing. It's just a solid judgment for hand, but it does stop your opponents playing traps for the rest of turns. But you do get a set of trap card, but again, you do got to watch out because if your traps can get destroyed with, say, card effects and you can't protect them with your traps, But to be honest, this thing should come back at 1. Vanity's Emptiness is another card that says no special summoning, but it does get destroyed if a card on your side of the field goes to the graveyard, but still kind of broken. Royal Oppression, same gimmick, but worse. You just pay life points to say no. Limit summon, 2 summons, that's it. And this one's Ultimate Offering? Oh yeah, for offering, you just pay 500, just do a normal summon or set. To be honest, this thing can go back at 1. I just don't think people. Oh god, no. This thing can stay banned. This card's actually kind of good. You just make an extra summon by paying 500. Never mind. Don't even listen to me what I said. But yeah, no, this is a little bit longer video. I just want to make a fun video. I want to put out on Saturday. This video will come out on Saturday. So yeah, you know what? I hope y'all enjoy this video. I hope it goes well. Hope y'all like it. Please make a comment or reasons of some of these cards you think could move to 1 or errated, or just say, hey man, this couldn't go at 3. I'm not too sure, but yeah. Or if I misunderstand a card reason of being banned, please let me know. I would love to hear the suggestions. Until next time, guys. Later.